So in this video, I'll be showing you how to register or carry out any form of registration. I'll be showing you how to carry out any form of registration online. So the first thing you need to do is you go to your window, you go to your window button. So this is the first thing you need to do. You come to your Chrome, depending on the one you're using. Look for one of your browsers. But basically, I will recommend you should make use of Chrome. So I'll click on my Chrome. I'll double click on my Chrome. It opens. So depending on the account you are using, currently I'm using this account. It doesn't really matter. Just even if you don't have any account, you can just say add. So I have my own account here already. I can just open my account. So okay, let me just use something new so that you understand what I mean by that. So I can search my Chrome. There are two ways to come up with my Chrome. I can search my Chrome comes up. So let's just say okay, let's just say I open a new one like this. I have something like this. So the first thing I need to do is which school am I searching for, or what do I want to register? If I want to register Post-Utme of any school, the first thing you need to do is you type something like myschool.com. Just type my school. It opens. Just my school. Search my school. This is one of the options you are using. My school this way. Now if you click on my school, this is my school. It opens. You are going to see list of schools. So let's wait for it to load. Okay, so this comes up now. The next thing I'm going to do is I'll come to this tab that I have here now. I have home, I have buy. It's going to give you a lot of information that you want. But go to this latest news. Coming to this latest news, you have the following. So you go to Post-Utme, click on Post-Utme, which is the second one you're going to see. So when you click on your Post-Utme, what next are you going to do? Allow it to load. Okay, now as this opens now, the next thing I'm going to do is I have my Post-Utme, I have home, Post-Utme, latest information. I can still continue to scroll down. These are the Post-Utme schools that are selling their screening forms and out. So you continue to go down, go down. But I would advise you to look for where they wrote Post-Utme that particular year, list of all the schools, all the forms that are released. So you now click on this, it now opens. So you wait for it. My internet is a bit slow. So you wait for it to load. Okay. All right. So it comes up. It comes up that way. So my internet is a bit slow. So I need to switch my network. So what next I'm going to do is I'll scroll down. You scroll down. So when you scroll down, you look for universities that have released Post-Utme. Now the essence of this is that if you come to this place that you have all the schools that are currently selling their form, you look for the school you want to register. Now you can open it and you see their closure date, date of closure. Then you'll now see how their Post-Utme is going to, how to register their Post-Utme. So every one of them, you see the details written out there now. So I think you're going to take your time. Now let's take for instance, I have UTME, UNM Post-Utme, and I want to register UNM Post-Utme. I'll click on it. But to me, I will best advise you, the advice I'm going to give to you is right click and say open open link in new tab. Now, the reason why I asked you to choose that is that if you click on it directly here, it's going to open on this page. And if it opens on this page, if you want to go back now, it might be a bit challenged. So I will advise you, say open in a new tab so that it was going to create a new tab. So when this comes up now, I have this. That is for UNM Post-Utme. You say UNM Post-Utme, cutoff mark, and all those things. All this information, we have WhatsApp group. All this information, you don't need it. The only thing you'll be looking for is where they say process flow for Post-Utme registration. All these schools, they will write the same thing. Okay, let me open this one so that you see what I mean. I open OAU loads, another one. Okay, which other school will I open now so that you see? Okay, I have Michael Opara. Okay, so you see, I'm not interested in all these things that are saying, oh, you have a WhatsApp group, blah, blah, blah. Candidates are required to process the admission, this thing. Okay, you have, um, we've created a WhatsApp group. Okay, so it's candidates are required to go through the process. So you now see that this is what they told you. They will tell you the procedure you are going to follow to do the registration. So you see there what they said, number step one, visit this. So they must tell you the procedure. Let me go for another one now. This is for Michael Opara. You see, I will scroll down. They'll say procedure. They must tell you the procedure. So always look out for the procedure. So they'll say, visit the university on at this website. But I will always advise you, don't click on the website directly there, because since you are still reading it to follow the procedure, I will advise you to just always right click so that you follow the instruction. So look at this. They say for Michael, but they say visit this site, click on 2025 admission screening banner. So assuming I say right click on this, I have my I've right clicked on this now. So the next thing I'll be looking for is I'll be looking for where they wrote 2025 admission screening. I'll be looking for where they say 2025. So this opens. So I'll be looking for where they say 2025 admission, 2025 Post-Utme admission screening. This is where they wrote it. So if I go down now, let me see if I can see something like that. I'm not seeing anything like that. So the major thing you'll be searching for is that anytime you open any website, look for where they wrote something like the particular year admission process. So you see, I'm not seeing anything again. So the only thing I saw, but this thing seems to disappear. Like I'm no longer seeing. Okay, let me look for it. Okay, I'm not seeing the news again. Look at it now. Or I can even look for um uh it might be in this place, just that most of them. Okay, this thing comes out in form of banner. You see, it's actually changing. So I saw it here now. Probably the next, maybe when I go up, I come back again. It's no longer showing. But I think there is a particular place I can still look for it. So now look at it. They say Post-Utme registration and guideline. So I'll click on it. So I have another one where they wrote something like that. I'll click on it. It will now load. It will now load. I don't know why this one is writing. Okay, let me use the other way around. They said, let me use their banner because I think they have something like that in their banner. And now I'm not going to use their banner. I clicked on this place. It's not working. So I have to go for their banner, this banner now. And they have an arrow here that would continue to change. So I now open to this banner where they have 2025. It's clickable because I'm seeing something like hand. So since I'm seeing something like hand, it means that it's clickable. So let me click on that to see if it's going to work. Okay, this one worked. This one worked. It has opened. It has opened. So what next are we going to do? It has opened. I'm not seeing anything there. But let me go back to the information that I have. They said click on this. Click on 2025 admission screen banner. And that's the banner that I click now. You see? That is exactly what I did now. I clicked on that banner. So when I was doing that now, I did something like this. There was the beginning. The beginning of it was that this is the banner. I told you the banner was changing. The banner kept changing. The banner kept changing. So the only thing I did was that I have to click on this banner because I tried using this place. It didn't work out. It gave me 404 error. So I saw this place and I felt like this is where it's going to be. Now, when you click on this banner, what next am I going to do? They said click on the button below. After the banner, they say click on the button below. So let's look for the button below. Let's look for the button below. Where is the button? Click here to proceed. You see, the problem we have with most of these sites is that most of them, the way they design it, you have to use your initiative to know what they are doing. So you say click here. So I'll click here. So that's the click on the banner below. They say enter your reg number or enter jump registration number. So I'll now look for it. I'm waiting for it to load. I'm waiting for it to load. So if that welcome to Michael Okpara, only jump student that made Michael Okpara first choice use this portal. So I will just put in my jump range number, put in the range number, submit, and follow the instruction. Then the next thing again I will do is um, enter the valid email address. You enter the email address, the phone number, and other records. Then the next thing you are going to do is that you do payment, which is your 2,000 naira. Now, coming to this payment of a thing, you must take note of one thing. Payment, basically for remitters, you will see where they will bring out the payment options. Whereby you see something like card, please always click on the transfer. Don't use the card. Card is always stressful. Most times you start looking for your card details, and sometimes most of these sites they decline the card are always declined. So look for where they wrote transfer. Click on the transfer. It will now generate an account number that will be used at that moment. So it will now generate an account number that will be used at that number at that moment, and the bank. So you now do your transfer. Copy the account number. Go to your money point machine or your your app, copy it and make your transfer, and make exactly what they wrote. If they wrote that you have to transfer 2,150 kobo, please do that exactly, because if you mistakenly do not do it exactly, the transfer will go, but they will not credit the school. The school will not credit anything. So you see that it's kind of, you wasted your time. You will keep praying that if you keep praying that the money will be reversed. Most times they don't reverse it. Sometimes they do. So that's the challenge that you're going to see. So I've basically showed you how to do this one. So you just follow the prompt, follow these instructions. They will tell you what to do. Just study. When you reach, you study every one of them. They will give you instruction. That is why I recommended this site, that you should make use of this site if you are still a beginner, if you are still learning on how to do any form of registration online, especially post-UTME. So this is one of the sites that you can use. I've showed you how to do that. Okay, let's say that of UNN. Assuming I'm doing that of the UNN now. The UNN says these are the information for UNN. Now the UNN says log on to this. So I'll right click on this. I'll say open link in a new tab. So they'll say click on UNN portal, which is at the right top corner of the website, and generate this in. So I'll just say this is where is the portal? You see, this is where they wrote the portal. You click on the portal. After I click on the portal, what next did I say I should do? Click on prospective students. So let's look for prospective students, because prospective student. But I think this information that we have in some of them is that they are doing it with old information. Because click on prospective students, select online application. Click on this one. UNN have redesigned their website. This option is no longer there. So the only thing that you see is post-UME that you see immediately. Generate invoice, that's what you will see immediately. Application form, because UNN, Futo, and Anambra State University, they have the same company that produce their websites. So their own website is always the same thing. So which is, you always see generate invoice, whereby you click on it, it will bring up something like this. You see the way UNN is. This is UNN. I'll show you that of Futo. You see that Futo, UNN, and the Anambra State University, they are using the same thing. They are using the same design. It's only one company that is producing, which is Tenance. I think Tenance, they did their website for them. So you see, they'll say generate invoice. You put the candidate reg number and you submit. It's going to bring us some details down here. Check the details, whereby they say the last name, the first name, and other name. You put it. They will now click on generate. It's going to redirect you to remitter websites, whereby you are going to make payments. Click on OK, OK, OK until it now bring up the page, or bring up where you are going to make payment. But please, when it comes to the area of payment, don't use card. Remember, I told you, look for the options, because it's always come around here. It's always around here. Look for the option written transfer, and you click on transfer. Click on transfer. It will now bring out how you are going to make your transfer, the account number, and the account number, account name, and the bank. So you select it and do the transfer. After transferring, for UNN, your photo, and all those things, you click on the option button that is written I have sent the money. You click on I have sent the money. You wait for some time. They will just approve the make the approval. And when they make the approval, the next thing you are going to do is you come back to the website, because they will tell you that here, enter the generative, proceed to the bank, or using ATM. Yes, you can proceed to bank, because when you generate your invoice, it will now write pay using ATM card. You see where they wrote pay using ATM card. You can click on it. It will now redirect you to remitter website. So return to the portal, re-enter. Now, when you return to the portal, how they mean is that you return to the portal. When you come back to this portal, you click on application form. When you click application form, you now put the candidate's reg number again, and click on login. It will now bring up the details. Now, when you bring up these details now for UNN, photo, and Anambra State VC, you'll see where they will say put the candidate's passport, candidate passport. And most of these passports that they are talking about now, these their passports are basically more than when you snap it, just snap with your phone. Take a picture with the person's phone, with your phone. When you snap it, what you're going to do is import it into your system. You know how to import it in your system now. When you snap it now, click on the image, hold down on the image, look for where they say share. So when you click on share with your phone, look for where that is. When you click on the image, look for options where they click on the option button, look for where they wrote share. Coming to your system, you look for your Bluetooth. Look for your Bluetooth. Click on your Bluetooth, say receive file. You now receive it. Click on receive it. But if it is coming in, please know exactly where it's going to. But if you know you cannot remember all this process, you can also use your WhatsApp. What do I mean by using your WhatsApp is you can also activate your WhatsApp in this place. You can also activate your WhatsApp here. But however, let me just say something now. Let me say something. So let's say you click on this. Please mind you where it's going to. When you send the folder, let's say you're sending the picture. Okay, let's say let me send one so that you see exactly how I mean. So I just brought up my phone. So let me just look for a picture, random pictures, and see how it goes. So let's say I'll click on share on the image. I'll click on share. Then I'll look for this. So I've clicked on that. So I'm waiting for my phone. So you now see that when I send it, you see the image will now come up like image. Now you now see this is the folder where it is. I would advise you, if yours is not like this, if your own is not like C user, the name of your laptop, the name of your laptop, desktop slash the folder where it's going to go in. If yours is not like this, I would advise you come to this place, click on this browse. When you click on this browse, click on desktop. Always click on desktop. Just click on desktop. Even if you didn't create any folder on your desktop, just click on desktop. Just click on desktop, say okay. So you now see that the picture or the image that you snap is going to be on your desktop. Always name it. Always name your image. Probably name it to what you want, the name of the candidate. You can now say finish. By the time you say finish, the only thing I'll tell you is that most times if you snap your image, it's going to be very large. So the next thing you're going to do is reduce the image by clicking on the website says reduce image size. You click on reduce image size. Click on the first one. They say reduce image sizes. Click on it. Allow it. They say select image. You click on select image. How do you select it? This thing comes up now. Remember, you go to your desktop. You go to your desktop. Desktop. Now look for the image that you snapped. You sent. That's your image that you sent. I don't know. I didn't name mine though, but let me see if I can find it. I think mine is image img. Yes, this is my own. So depend. Look for your own here under desktop. Look for it. Just say open. You allow it to open. Yeah, this is my own image. This is my image. So the next thing I'm going to do is I'm only show you how to resize the image, because if the image quality is more than, because this my own is okay, it's about 63 kilobytes. The site can accept it. If it is more than, I think it's about I don't know whether it is, if it is more than 100 kilobytes, it won't go. like it's not going to upload. So if it's up to 200 kilobyte, 1 megabyte, it's not going to upload. So that's why I'm only showing you this. So if it is very large enough, the only way to reduce it, this is what I'm showing you. So you come to this place, come down to this place, you select it, change it to pixels. You can now resize this place. Probably most times I can tell you to write, you can write it from like 500, or you can even if it's too much, you can put it something like 400. Okay, let's say we'll go with 400. Say resize image. You now see now this is the resized image. Say download image. When you download image, any image that you download in your system will always be in your download folder. So when you download it, you come up to this place, click on this icon, or even if you can't see this icon, even if you can't see this icon, this image that you downloaded is on your download folder. So just come to your computer, look for your file explorer. There's one folder down in every system here, yellow in color. Click on it, the folder opens, this opens. You come to your downloads, come to the sidebar here, you look for downloads. So when you look for your downloads now, you see allow it to load, the image comes up here. See, this is the image, all your downloads. You see your image here. So that is what you're going to do. So what you're going to do is that if you know where this image it is at, download now. So if you come to that website, come to that your UNN website now, assuming you entered your reg number, you've entered it, you see where they say select your image, put your image here. You click on it, look for, you know how to look for image in your system, how to locate or how to select image in your system. Let me use this to show you how to do that. Assuming you want to select image, because they bring up something like select image, you click on select image, assuming that of UNN, the same thing, always a button for selecting. Something like this comes up. You know where the image is. You come to this sidebar, come to this download, come to this download, and you click on this image, then say open, then the image will now load. Then after that, now if you are doing that of the year, and then after that you put the person's date of birth and other details, then you now submit. That is how to do that of UNN. And even if you try other schools like Futo, they are all the same thing. But I must tell you that Futo, like I said before, Futo, UNN are they are the same thing. Let's just say, let me go for Futo. Most times I don't use that website. What I normally do is that if I want to register any school, I will just type the school name and I'll put portal to it. This is the easiest way to do it. So I'll just click on it. So I just say Futo portal. I'll click on it, Futo portal. They will give me the site directly. So any school you want, you just write the name and portal. See that of Futo, the same thing. Generate invoice, application, generate invoice. You click on generate invoice, the same thing. You just put the same thing, the reg number here. Then after that, you come back to application form. You now put the same. So that's why I said that UNN, Futo, and Anambra State University have the same style. But others, they have their own style. So you need to read them. You need to follow the prompt. You need to follow the instructions carefully. Or you look at the site and you follow that. So that's the basic thing that you need to do. There is nothing much about it. All right. Thank you very much. I think I'm going to drop it here. I'll see you in the next one. Thank you.